I shot too much video on my last adventure, so I decided to break it up into 2 episodes. So we're gonna jump right to me already being there. Check out the ad. That was a protest about something. I couldn't read it though. So now I'm gonna walk down 5th Avenue for a bit, get to 42nd Street. 5th Avenue is where the shopping is, you know? It's cold. It's like 35, brisk, feels nice. Over here we got the New York Public Library. Even the lions are decked out for Christmas. So Bryant Park is right behind the Public Library. It's very festive right now. At Bryant Park they do what they call a Christmas village. Lots of shops, food, ice skating, winter stuff, you know. And there's a carousel in Bryant Park that's not closed. I think it's actually open all year round. Lots of shops, lots of food, very festive. There we go, more ice skating. So right here we got 1 Vanderbilt, which is a pretty new building. It's got a great observation deck apparently. And then where we're heading actually is Grand Central, which is right over there. We'll go have a look. And of course, the Chrysler building. Again, Art Deco, beautiful. Here we got Grand Central Terminal, a gorgeous building. This one's not Art Deco, but still beautiful. So we'll go inside in just a minute. The main hall is incredible, of course. It's also, I believe, the largest train station in the United States, if not the world, based on how much track there is. And all that's underground. And there's one path that comes in and it comes straight down Park Avenue, but underneath Park Avenue. And after we see Grand Central, we'll head up that way and look at where the trains come in before they spread out on all the tracks down here. Pershing Square is right across the street from the front of Grand Central. There's a nice little diner right there. It's just a gorgeous building. And the Pan Am building is right above it there. Old Pan Am building, now it's the MetLife building. It's nice. This is just an incredible room. It's not that crowded right now, but there's still lots of people here. I just walked through somebody's picture. Hang on a second. The story behind the ceiling is that it's painted with the constellations of some hemisphere, but they drew up the plans, gave it to the painter, and then he painted it on the ceiling, but he painted it backwards, so the constellation's actually in reverse. When they realized it was backwards, it had already been completed, so they just kept it. One more story for you. Back in that corner right up there, there's a square of the ceiling that's still dirty. When they cleaned up the ceiling years ago during a renovation, they left the one square to show how dirty it had gotten after all the years and years of people in here smoking. It's pretty gross. You see the entrances to the tracks over here. There are lots of tracks. Some on this level, some on the level below this, and maybe be another level. Anyway, more tracks than any other train station in the world. I'll just keep saying that. I'm pretty sure that's right. I went down one more level. I'm in the dining concourse now, and there are more tracks. There's that information booth in the main hall upstairs, and this is an information booth that's directly below it. And actually, this is how you get into the one upstairs, because there's no entrance to the one upstairs. They come in down here, and there's a circular staircase that goes up to the top. on the ramp that leads down to the dining concourse, there's this domed area. And you'll see this on lots of other people's travel channels, but this is the one where if you stand in one corner and the opposite corner, you can whisper and the sound goes over the top and you can hear each other even from one side to the other. It's pretty cool. I tried it with my kids. They were impressed. That's that information booth that I'm talking about. Look at these old elevators. Nice. So we took a jump up here to Park Avenue on the Upper East Side, and the reason we're up here is because all of the tracks that head into Grand Central come in right here, and they go up along Park Avenue, underneath Park Avenue, all the way to Grand Central, which is at the very end of Park Avenue. Here it is. So at this point in Park Avenue, which we're at 97th Street, this is where all the tracks that come in to head to Grand Central go underground and then go under Park Avenue all the way up to 42nd Street. And along the way up Park Avenue, they break off into all the different tracks that pull up to Grand Central. So if you like the train spot, you can sit here all day and watch the trains come in and out of Grand Central Station. There we go, now I'm across the street, right by where the tracks go under Park Avenue. More trains off in the distance. Also interesting, Manhattan kind of dipped down in that direction, and the tracks have to go straight. So these tracks are elevated a little bit further down over there. Here comes another train coming in, and it's only been about 1 or 2 minutes since the last train passed through. This is a very, very busy corridor. And you can see like 2 or 3 more trains down there on their way in also. Instead of stay there and watch trains come in and out for the next few hours, I'm gonna walk back down Park Avenue to the top of a little hill here, which then heads down straight into Grand Central Station. And you can see all the way down Park Avenue to the old Pan Am building, which is now the MetLife building, which is directly over Grand Central Station. The sun came out and now I'm walking right into it. It's bright. So I'm at 93rd Street, which is like the high point of Park Avenue. Back down that direction, it slopes down toward where the trains go under the street. And down this direction, it slopes down all the way to Grand Central Station. I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to get a clear shot right here, but we'll walk down that way a little more and see if we can see down toward the MetLife building. I think the best shot without me standing in traffic is going to be me crossing the street here. So as I cross the street, have a look down there and you should be able to see the Pan Am building, the MetLife building, sticking up at the very end of the street. That's where Grand Central is. I don't know, maybe you saw it. It's also looking right into the sun. The story behind Park Avenue is that this has been a route for the trains to come into Manhattan since before Park Avenue existed. But back in the beginning, the trains ran at ground level and they were steam locomotives. So they belched out black soot and smoke and everything. And this was not a desirable place to be. Then when they built Grand Central Station, they decided to bury all the tracks and switch over to electric locomotives. Once they buried all the tracks, they put in Park Avenue here with these beautiful esplanades in the middle with flowers and bushes and everything. And tried to make it really nice in hopes to entice the rich people to come up here and build apartments and hotels and stuff. And it worked. So the tracks are still there and they run all the way from Uptown, where they go underground at 93rd Street, under Park Avenue, all the way down to Grand Central, which is at the end of Park Avenue. See you next time.